talk to, I guess, one of the newer resident managers down there, because of a not really a situation happening. I just kind of want to preemptively, like, get on top of stuff because I can tell when my brother is anxious and irritable, and that's kind of what's happening right now. I can kind of tell. And luckily, like I said, as soon as it opened, I got down there before. I don't know where he is technically right now. He is not taking his morning medication. That's what I do know. Not happy about that, but um, I did get a chance to go talk to her and give her more information because of what happened last week. Like, yeah, don't let my brother fool you. He is clever. He might be mentally ill, but he ain't dumb, you know? And that's the thing. Um, so I had to tell her a little bit more about him and his situation. And what I usually do is, like, he'll leave things like this around, and I'm just trying to read it and see, because I can kind of tell what his state of mind is, his wellness, based on what I'm looking at. But I had already a feeling yesterday because I was running late. Literally, as I was going to do a live yesterday, waiting on him to come back to take his medication, I had a meeting to go to with my band. We're hiring a social media person to help us with our newest release. Even though we have a CD that's out right now, it's not even a year out. Let me show you the cover. Like, my brother has one. This is our current release right now, Black Fox. Okay, but yeah, we were in a meeting, or had a meeting yesterday, and I was going to end up being late because I'm waiting for him to come back here to take his medication, because I make sure he takes it every day. And in this case, because I wanted to sleep in, I could have been up here maybe 2 hours ago, but I need my rest, you know? And it's like I'm ripping and running around trying to make sure he takes his medication. And what would happen if, you know, he's not capable. I'm gonna just be honest. He's not capable of doing it by himself. And I'm more and more looking for those helpers. And again, luckily, that seems like the one of the newer resident managers that's down there right now. She seems really kind and helpful. It seems like he has taken a liking to her. I have my theories. He probably likes her. You know what I mean? But I told her, it's like, yeah, make sure you engage him in conversation, because maybe the more he talks, the more he'll, you know, I don't know. But so that's why I'm calling this wingless angels. It's like, I told her, it's like, listen, like, he has a condition, and I don't want people to, because he doesn't talk, think that he's okay until he's not okay, but he's not okay. And then, like I said, I need to go ahead and start looking into, like, a social worker or something. Meanwhile, working on my own health and wellness, I had to reassess and realized that, yeah, I've been letting myself go a little bit, unfortunately, because, you know, caretaking takes a lot out of you. And it's almost like she kept saying it. It's just like, no, I know it's a lot. I know it's a lot. And I was like, I don't want to brush it off, but she's not lying. She is not lying, okay? Trying to keep up. It would be different if he was a child, right? But he's a full-on adult. And last year's struggle was that he is physically pretty much fit, okay? And a lot of people, when I, you know, tried to look at nurses and this other kind of stuff, they assume that he's bedridden, or like, no, you have to be physically fit to be able to keep up with him, okay? Because he's physically fit. It's just that he mentally is disabled, okay? And that's the thing where it makes it a little more difficult for someone to, try to care for him and stuff. All right, I'm opening up the door only because I'm being nosy a little bit. I do wonder where he is. I have a feeling he's probably down at the coffee shop, though. Um, oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, he is a kind person. That's the other thing. It's like I'm glad that at least she was able to notice that he has a personality. He actually is a kind person. He is, when he is his self, he is thoughtful. He is kind. Um, he is smart. It's just that the things that when he is not okay, it makes things really bad for him. So that's what I worry about. It's like all the things, and again, you can watch my playlist. I have one um, where he hasn't done. I will say that I have to be grateful and honor and recognize the things that I am grateful for. Like I'm grateful that he is not um, trying to walk like incredibly far distances for no reason. He like I never like some of the things that he does that he was doing. I know it wasn't him, so I wouldn't try to call him out on it. Things like there used to be a hospital like 4 miles from here that he walked to. Either he got somebody to take him there, and then he ended up having to walk back here. If he's like, needing a hospital, it's like, well, how are you walking 4 miles or whatever? That kind of thing. So I've never called him out on that because I knew he did that. Um, I'm still kind of curious as to, I think he was putting up like making signs, begging people for money. I think he was doing that. Um, even though he's in an apartment, like everything is paid for. See, this is the thing. I'm not, don't give people who are on the street corners money, but and he doesn't use substance, y'all. So that's the other thing. So I know a lot of people just assume that like he's getting money to buy drugs. It's like he barely talks. He can barely talk. Like where's he gonna get him from? Off the ground somewhere, So there's that. His drug is food. He wants to eat. I mean, come on now, let's be real. He likes to eat food. So if he's begging for money, he's trying to go get some food, even though apartment full of food here. Or he's trying to buy some headphones, which that's the thing right now. It seems like this week he's obsessed with trying to get some headphones, even though he has several pairs of headphones. Okay, so it's like this obsession with a thing. And what I did talk to the resident manager about was about him trying to have access to the mailboxes and stuff. He had already lost his mail key. I'm not paying for a new key for him unless he like, and I give him money. So that's the other thing. I give him money. I give him money, and he spends it up in a single day. Seriously. He has no sense of being an adult. No sense, none at all. Seriously, and I mean that with my full chest, as they say. It's like all he is interested in is, listening to music, eating food, and watching adult movies. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm being honest. Okay, that's all he is interested in. How am I doing? Managing, being a caregiver. It's like an adult who acts like they're 14 years old. Behave. No, I don't want to say act, because when you say the word act, that means that they can act different. No, he behaves like a 14-year-old. That's unruly sometimes. He doesn't clean. unless it's for something that he wants, like a pot to make some food in. He uses his money to buy um, clothes, headphones, junk. He's trying to get me to buy him a new phone, even though last year we went through 5 different phones last year, and I was paying the bill. It's like, that's a waste of my money. And then on top of that, paying for the service, if I call him, he won't answer. It's like, why am I paying for this service for? You're not answering anyway. But yet he wants to call me and get me to buy him something, get him something. Okay? So that's what's going on. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I'm just trying to paint the picture of what he does and where his state of mind is. That is his state of mind. He will be 50 years old next year. He is mentally disabled. And as long, and the thing is, my only thing is, as long as you take your medication and you stay near the apartment area, I don't care. It's like, yes, he is an adult. He is a disabled adult. And he doesn't understand that there are rules that everybody has to follow. And that's the other thing that bothers me or worries me. I don't want to say bother, but worries me. He does not understand that if somebody's at work, you don't bother them. Like, again, back to the resident managers down there and the baristas down there too. It's like, he'll just take up their time, wanting stuff all the time from them, and it's like, that's not their job to drop everything just because you come up in there and you want to know what's in the mailbox. It's like, you lost your key. You could have had a key, and I'm not paying for it. Another key. Yeah, he acts and I'm a teacher, friend, so he acts very much as though he does have ADHD. And what I have found is that a lot of mental injuries, like head injuries, and conditions like ADHD are very much alike, like low focus, low impulse control, a lot of those things. Like, he only sees what he wants. He's not necessarily thinking about other people. Not to say that he's not a kind person, but in that moment, because of the low impulse control, he's just thinking about what he wants. And that's why, again, I had to let them know, it's like, please don't give him access to this clubhouse after hours at night, because he will get up in the middle of the night and try to walk down there and go into the mailboxes. He has done that before. He doesn't know any better. Yeah. So I guess that, when I took him to his doctor's appointment last week and talked to the doctor, I was like, well, it would be really good if I had a counselor to talk to him, to be able to give him like occupational therapy, to tell him about these things, like, hey, yeah, you don't just walk up to people and just randomly ask for random stuff. And that includes me. Like, if he walked in right now, he'll probably just start talking about these headphones that he thinks that are in the mailbox right now that are not there. They're not in the mailbox. So he won't even greet me. He won't say, hey, how you doing? None of that. And I'm supposed to be working on some stuff right now, but I'm going to be here until he comes back for lunch, which should be hopefully in the next hour or so, and make sure he takes his medication that he didn't take this morning. Okay? So that puts a hamper on my plans, and that's what I was saying earlier. It's like, being a caregiver for somebody, it would be different if he was 10 years old. Then there would be an adult around to make sure that he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. But because he's an adult and he is physically mobile, it's hard for people to think that there's anything wrong with him. And I don't like even saying that. There's nothing wrong with him. He has a condition. He just does not know how to function in the world that others function in. That's his situation. So that's what's going on with him. But I am grateful when I do find people who kind of understands a little bit, you know, but I don't want them to feel like they have to take on the thing unless they're getting paid for that. So um, I'm planning, I need to go out of town for some business. Do you see what I'm saying? It's like things like I'm trying to, do work and I can't because I have to sit around waiting for him. Luckily, I have my guitar here so I can practice that, you know. hmm Yeah, it's important to have emotional intelligence there. Cat, what's your name? Cadnan, Caden, Caden. Yeah, it's important to be able to talk about your feelings. It's not, I mean, I, and this is me as a teacher now. I'm going into teacher mode now. So, um, this is what I would tell my students. It's like you can have your emotions, but it's not Caden. Okay, it's you can have your emotions, but it's not okay to be disruptive with your emotions. There are helpful ways to deal with your emotions. Okay, and I can tell right now with my brother, he's irritable. I don't want him to do something illegal because he's irritable. Do you see how that works out? Like in adult world, it's like because his body is an adult, his mind is not an adult, and people from far away will just see an adult thinking that he's just doing criminal things when really he doesn't know any better. Okay? He doesn't know any better. And I have to follow around, him with the people around him and stuff and let folks know it's like, listen, he has a condition. I'm not saying excuse it, but just know that he doesn't need to be arrested for something that he doesn't know any better for. But yeah, so I would love to get like a therapist to help him with that. But part of it is that his memory. And he thinks, again, this is also something that's going on. He thinks that he is fine. He doesn't think there's anything wrong with him sometimes, when really there is something wrong with him. Sometimes. Yeah. So yeah, so I guess I'll go on to my other channel. Like I'm a singer-songwriter. Let me show you the CD again. So this is the band. I didn't give my brother my solo CDs or whatever because I don't know. He might like it, I guess. I don't know. But this is more rock and roll. This is the band I'm in. Um, as you can see, that's me on the inside cover there. Tell your friends if you like the rock and roll music. Tell all your friends you just met a rock star on YouTube, and you can look me up, Black Fox. We're all over the interwebs. Like seriously. Like last summer I went to England. Right now I'm in the United States. Right now I'm in Georgia. Okay, state of Georgia. But last summer we went to England. We did a recording. We're about to try to release that recording. That's a part of the meeting I had yesterday that I almost was late for because I'm waiting for my brother to take his medicine. Like people don't understand sometimes that, rock stars, they have lives too. It's not all glamour, glitz and glamour or whatever. But yeah, and like I said, I need to be practicing my guitar. As you can see right here, this is my guitar. So I need to be practicing right now. But yeah, like I said, tell your friends. All right, so I'm going to go over to speaking of, my other channel, which is Nerd Queen, Nerd, and then KWEEN. I don't have anything over here. Well, yeah, if you see me go live on in Flame, then you'll know it's me. But yeah, I'm gonna switch over to my other channel. But like I said, tell your friends. Let's see if I can get this one up. Yeah, that's me right now. Yeah. Okay, but let's go over to the channel. So this is the channel. Wait, hold on. This is the channel, Nerd Queen. I know it's backwards, I'm sorry. But that's me. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go over there. See you later. Thanks for listening. You're also a wingless angel just by listening. Thank you. Okay, Kaden, thank you. Have a good one. Good summer.